Aaliyah. As much as I desperately want to talk about Aaliyah, I cannot. I wish I could. I wish it were my story to tell. We all know what happened in the beginning. We just don't know why it ended the way it ended. And I know a lot of people, they got a whole lot of mixed emotions about Dame Dash. People say whatever they want to say about that man. That man loved that woman. I just want the world to know how much she was loved before she was taken away from everyone. I just want people to know that part. I'm sick and tired of the fact that her name will forever be attached to his name. Everything he did to her. Everything he did to that family. You know, I know a lot of people want to blame it all on Barry Hankerson and blame it on the family, but the truth is, the music industry is a very confusing place, and sometimes things happen without people knowing. There are people that are actively working to keep people in the dark, actively working to constantly change stories, change reality, change everything, and they can do it all with just a press release. So I don't want to say anything that would frame her family in a negative light. I don't, because I don't think I can honestly say I believe they had no idea. And I can tell you right now, it's easy to do in the music industry. Girl goes into the studio, she's supposed to be working in the studio. The first couple of sessions, the brother comes, parents come, everything seems fine, you know. Then it's, we're going to be working late, we really got to finish this song. Somebody will drive y'all home. I promise she'll be home right after. And she do come home right after, but nobody asks what happened to her in the car or on the way home, or what happened as soon as they left the studio. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people, y'all don't understand, like, the tactful nature, the tactical nature in which this king and this y'all don't understand. Like, these people go heavy, man. They go heavy. They'll have the assistant sitting in the kitchen with the mom while they're in the bathroom talking about, yeah, we going over music, or yeah, we're practicing a script, or yeah, we need time alone with the these crazy. That they will you in the house having expensive coffee and eating crumpets and they're sitting there saying, don't say anything because your mother really needs this money, and if your mother don't get this money, y'all gonna be out on the streets. You need to be a good boy or be a good girl, and don't say anything because your mom's gonna go to the if she does that, we're gonna have to do with that kind of explosive information. Like I said, it's not my story to tell, but it should be told by her brother or by Dame. Y'all need to know how amazing she really was. Y'all need to know what she really overcame. Y'all need to know the strength that came behind all of that sweetness and all of that grace. And she was tough. Survived the stuff that she survived. She was tough. And nobody knows the real story. Yeah. Aaliyah's untimely demise changed a lot in my mind. I was angry at first. Why is she so stupid? Why would she get on that plane with all that luggage? Why she got to be so vain? The luggage could have came later. As much money as she had. But see, what nobody really got told about that story, and it's only been mentioned in a few documentaries, is that the reason why she was in such a rush to leave the island was because someone had called her and told her that Damon Dash had been in a nearly fatal accident, and he was on his bed, and she had to rush to Miami to be by his side. That's how much she loved him, and she was willing to put her life on the line for it. See, if somebody called me and told me that my husband was about to, I would do whatever I got to do to get there. And from what I was also told from other people that was on the shoot, packing all that luggage on the plane wasn't her idea either. She was told, because the rap, the video had rapped, that all of their belongings had to leave right then, that she couldn't leave them behind, that nothing, they had to take everything with them, knowing that there was already almost 1,000 pounds worth of human on that plane, and then like 800 pounds of luggage. They said, well, if you got to go right now, you got to take all your stuff with you right now. And she was willing to risk it just to be with Dave. And I believe Dame, in the interview he had done, maybe 5 or 6 years ago, he said he never sent that phone call to summons her to Miami. He never had his assistant call her for any reason, and he wasn't even in Miami. Aaliyah got a phone call that the love of her life was about to be in Miami, and he wasn't even in Miami, and the call came from his assistant, which didn't exist either. And Fatima, the choreographer, heard that phone call because she mentioned it too in an interview, and she never mentioned it again. She got a phone call from a person that wasn't real about a situation that had never happened, being summoned to a place where her fiance was not, and forced to leave with all of her belongings if she left right there, which would put the plane in danger. I don't know, but where I come from, that sounds like a setup. Like the pilot was a kid, a former kid, and even he didn't want to go along with it, but he was told that he had to because he was under contract. Somebody went through a lot of trouble to make sure that that girl got on that plane, and that plane, like I said, it's not my story to tell. But there's a lot of people that benefited from Aaliyah being gone. A lot of people made it that wouldn't have made it if Aaliyah was still around. And I'm not so big on the idea of conspiracy theories, but typically the way I see things is, if you want to know who the masterminds are behind something, all you have to see is the person who benefits the greatest. That's the person that has the most motive to make sure people get moved around, the person that has the most to gain. In this business, that could be anybody. On the wrong day, it could be everybody. Ask Tory Lanez about what it's like to be hated by everybody. People don't even know why. Not the real reasons why. We got to get it right. We got to get it right for the Aaliyahs of the world, for the Tammy Terrells of the world, for the Phyllis Hyman's of the world, for the Tina Maries of the world. We got to get it right for the Betty Wrights of the world. We got to get it right for the Vanities of the world. We got to get it right. Even for the Apollonias of the world. We got to get it right for the Cheryl Pepsi Rileys of the world. We got to get it right for the Jaguar Wrights of the world, for the Black Lilies of the world. We got to get it right for all of the females who worked at Bad Boy, who worked for Bad Boy, who were artists, who were signed to Bad Boy. We got to get it right, y'all. Can we get it right? For the Julie Garlands of the world, for the Janis Joplins of the world, for the Linda Creeds of the world. Can we get it right for them? Can we get it right for the Aretha Franklin, who taught us what it was to be awesome and amazing and sat there and tolerated watching music fall down into nothing and only showing up to remind people that music is real, only to have your legacy lorded over by one of the greatest blights on humanity. And she still brought God to it. She was still able to bring God through all of that, Clyde Davis. Like, we got to get it right for the Tina Turners of the world. We got to get it right for the Michele's of the world. We got to get it right for the Yo-Yos of the world. We got to get it right for the Rod Diggers of the world. We got to get it right for the Darcells of the world. We got to get it right for the Kim Porters of the world. We got to get it right for the Naomi Campbells of the world. We got to get it right. I was talking with someone that's very close to me now, and we were talking about Samson and Delilah, the story of Samson and Delilah. People always remember Delilah as a, but nobody ever talked about her character or what she was like or where she came from, what her family was. And even after she helped take down Samson, nobody ever talks about what happened to her, where she ended up, where she fell to. Like, how did she have kids? Did she get married? Did she go into politics? All you know is that Delilah seduced Samson, and then she brought Samson down, and then the Philistines had Samson, and then Samson made a big comeback, but you never hear about Delilah again. Now, this is a woman that was able to bring down a man that no other man could bring down. They sent her to him just to do that. But nobody ever talks about Delilah. You got to be a pretty ballsy chick to get involved with a historic times Mike Tyson, because let's just keep it a bean. Samson and Mike Tyson is the same person. I think that Mike Tyson is Samson reincarnated. You read it, if you read the old stories of the Samson would get drunk, he would be in his feelings, grab a couple chicks, somebody get out of hand, next thing you know he just everybody. Nobody thought about what that looked like to the Philistines. This dude who comes to your town and he gets drunk and he runs with your chicks, and then somebody say something, next thing you know he kills everybody. Then he go home and he repent and he say, oh my God, please forgive me, I don't know what happened. I was out of my head, I blacked out. You know what I mean? That was Samson. How many dudes do we know like that in this world for real today? And then they sent this woman, they sent Delilah, because she was the only person that could get close to him. Nobody said whether or not Delilah was in love with Samson, or whether or not they didn't say she picked Samson. No, they said they sent her to him. See, they put a on him. That's what they did. They put a on him. And for all of the times that she tried, and she made it very clear, like, look, if you don't give me the information I need, they counting on me. You got to tell me what it is. And boom, 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 boom. And he went back and forth, but it was so good. It was so good, he had to keep going back. And guess what? He ended up giving her the tape. And essentially all he did was turn himself over to the Philistines. I think he felt bad for her, maybe, in some kind of way. But she was able to do what no man in her nation could do. And nobody could tell you what happened to Delilah. Like, she put her life on the line. Who goes and willingly gets into a relationship with Mike Tyson other than Naomi Campbell? And by the way, Naomi Campbell is the only woman on the face of this planet that Mike Tyson was ever afraid of. Mike Tyson actually had a restraining order on Naomi Campbell. That's how bad Naomi Campbell is, that she's scared Mike Tyson. See what I'm saying? Samson and Delilah. There's nothing new that happens under the sun. We keep doing the same stuff over and over and over again. When we gonna learn? When we gonna learn? Because after that relationship, with Naomi Campbell. Mike Tyson's life changed quite a bit. Not even the Desiree thing took him down. He went to jail, he did his time, he came back out, started knocking out. But after Naomi Campbell, something changed, see? They sent Delilah to take down Samson. Delilah was a bad bitch, but she's only known as for. Delilah did the one thing that none of the men in her nation could do. Are there any temples or anything honoring her amongst her people? No, they sent the woman to go do the dirty work, and then after she got the job done, they took all the credit, and that's that. You know, you don't hear nothing about Delilah. You don't know how she died. You don't know how she lived. You don't know anything about her. All you know is that she was the hoe that brought. Isn't that funny how she just became a hoe? Like, how did she become a hoe? She was your most trusted ally. She was y'all insurgent. Y'all sent her to that dude to bring that dude down. And she did what you asked. And then you don't hear nothing else about the life. I mean, Naomi is. Naomi was over at Epstein Island. Everybody knows that. And guess what? She ain't saying so I wouldn't either. She got a golden ticket with the information that she got. And if I was her, I'd hold on to it as long as I can. They can't pay that woman enough money. The things that Naomi Campbell knows, ain't nobody ready for that. That's Delilah. The woman that can do what no other man could do. Naomi Campbell's a very powerful chick. And I don't give a what no Janice Dickinson say. Naomi Campbell is for real the first supermodel. I don't care if you trumped yourself and you made yourself, you said you are the supermodel. You said a lot of things. You said Sylvester Stallone was your baby daddy and you was wrong about that. Keep these name out your mouth. I promise, if I ever see you, I'm going to collagen and that Botox out of your face. Because you don't talk about Philly like that when you ain't nothing but a money-grubbing. For years you ran around Sylvester Stallone name talking about he the father and he a deadbeat and he the father, and then the DNA test come back. And well, he's not the father. Oh, well, you know, I was getting here. You are at it. So how do you? How do you at it? Only thing that man was guilty of, in my opinion, was sleeping with too many women and cheating on his wife. If they all accepted payment, it was done business, and y'all all met him at the Boy Mansion. And Hugh Hefner was never questioned, let alone charged for facilitation. They let him speak. And did he live right around the corner? Did he live around the corner? In the South City over there. Doing all kinds of things, sticking hot peppers in everybody. Don't matter. They enough. They'll have with a lawn chair. I've seen that before at a Hollywood party. It's very disturbing. You know, we got to do better. We got to start calling spades spades. We got to start standing up. Leora Cohen, as far as I know, square deal. Square deal. He Israeli. Israelis ain't no joke. Shoot. Israelis ain't no joke. They don't play no games. He was all business all the time, and he was smart business all the time, and he was fair business all the time. Leora Cohen never did nothing wrong by me. She would have been my manager. But we got to do better. You know, that's why we put together the WCW meetings on Wednesdays. Because people don't believe that black women. Where's D'Angelo? I don't know. Mike Michael, I don't know. Probably in Virginia somewhere. I couldn't tell you. It would be nice. I pray for Cassie every day. Cassie don't know it. I never paid any attention to Cassie. I never took Cassie serious. She was a model pretending to be an artist because Diddy told her to. And then when she couldn't live up to what people wanted her to, he abandoned her and he left her for dead and blamed her for her own when he was the one that strung that whole thing together. I'm so glad she found love. I hope that motherhood just washes over her. And I pray that she won't stay silent either. I pray that Cassie will come out and talk about the things that she knows that she's seen, because the truth is, Cassie probably saw more than Kim did. Cassie probably saw it all. Because Cassie went from in the shadows to the pitch hitter to the bench warmer to being on deck to the starting lineup, and then he traded her to a AAA team. He didn't even trade her to the MLB. Traded her to a AAA team. I've said it on a few occasions. I do not discuss my business with Mr. Sean Carter out of respect for Mr. Carter and Mrs. Carter. Sean Carter and I have unfinished business, and I would like to finish it respectfully for the posterity of music and music history. Cassie gotta tell it. Cassie gotta tell it. She gotta let go of that, because I know the weight that I felt from everything that I was crushed underneath. I know it's on her too. Just like I hope that, Talib's victim Maya will reach out to me. Just like I am asking everyone to support the woman who should have been his wife, who was his wife in every way, shape, or form. Muti Darcel. Hashtag Muti Darcel. Because she went from just being a wonderful mother to her children to being a mother to everyone that comes into her wake. You can see it in her eyes. Just the love of God pouring out of her. And it's like, what kind of man messes over a woman that fine? A woman that decent? A woman that amazing? Like watching her with Storm, I was blown away. Like, not only were you dope back in the day, but you got doper. She is dopamine, like all day. You're just addicted to that. And he walked away from all of that. He let that go. She getting beautiful children. His daughter sent me a message on my inbox. And my mother, I didn't tell your mother to do that interview with Storm. The only thing that I did do was apologize to your mother, and your father needs to apologize for all of y'all. And your mother's a hero, and I hope you support her, and that's what I had to say to his daughter. She's a hero. That woman is going to save so many women, which is why I affectionately titled her Muti Darcel. Because Muti means mother of mothers. And that's what she's doing. She's giving all of that love she was deprived. And an idiot got on my page and started trying to argue with everybody that they were a daughter. Well, you girl Maya on Twitter, that's why they threw your off. And you should have acknowledged Darcel. Darcel made you everything that you are. That's why I kept bringing up her name. You men sit there and you feed off of this strong female energy. All of that talent. Darcel didn't want to mess with the game. I don't blame her, so she put it all into you. She doubled down for the sake of you and for her children, for the sake of her family, for the legacy of it all. And then you played games with her. And the truth is, she was a better artist than you. Man, those were the days. All those brilliant females supporting all of those men. It's a shame that love wasn't returned. Why do hip hop gotta be so hard on us, women? Why can't y'all just love us back the way we love y'all? Why can't y'all just give us back what we give y'all? Reciprocity is not the enemy of success in life or love or money. Reciprocity is the key to success for life, for love, for money. It's the key. Y'all better go out and buy that woman's book, all them books. As soon as we leave the dog park here, I think King is going to go for his first swim today. He look like he got it in him. I got to get ready to go film, so I got to leave y'all alone. But y'all better go out and support the energy that made Talib Kweli, or at least help shape Talib Kweli into becoming the artist that y'all fell in love with. That was Darcel's energy running through him. And like she said, for 2 decades she held him down, and all she got in return was disrespect and neglect, which is why I had to come out and apologize to her, because to acknowledge Talib Kweli and to not acknowledge Darcel is blasphemy. Period. So big up to her for speaking her truth. And I can't wait for us to meet as women. I want to meet Darcel now. I don't want to duck and hide from her anymore. I want to meet her. I want to shake her hand. I want to say thank you for your contribution. I'm actually hoping that I can persuade her into joining my women's group on Wednesdays. You know, we just broke off into divisions, and after watching her interview, I can't imagine a stronger presence of love and affect and effect and growth. I can't imagine a better representative as an elder than Darcel at this point for the East Coast. I can't. I mean, she just, I don't know about y'all, but watching that interview with Storm and the way Storm and her communicated, and it's like, it was so dope to watch. I'm like, oh, this is what people get when they watch me and Storm, you know? And Storm is just, he's such a pro, you know? He's such a pro, and there's all of that care, and now all of these survivors are coming. They're coming out, and they're wanting to talk now. And it's not just because of me anymore. It's because of Darcel. There's a lot of healing that's about to happen, and I hope y'all are around and present for it. But yeah, let's stop being punks and let's start calling spades spades. Let's stop pretending that we don't see things that we actually do. It doesn't make you crazy that you see the truth. It just means you still recognize it. It means you're not lost. So don't be lost. Don't act lost. I'm going to go film my dog. My baby, my fur baby, as they call it. Because he sure don't act like a dog. He untied his leash from around the table this morning and went into the bathroom like we do. Like, he swears to God he's a human. Like a whole human. I can't wait to see what his litter's going to look like next year. Yeah. Don't be lost. Don't act lost. If you see the truth and you know it, share it. There's somebody out there that needs it. Y'all better go out and buy every last thing that woman. I want one of them Darcel t-shirts now. Like, she had the t-shirt. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. Brand it up, mama. Brand it up. And as women, we need to buy everything she does. So we're going to Barnes & Noble after we leave here. And I'm going to look for me some Darcel writing, because I need that. Greetings to Amsterdam. Oh, God. The Paradiso. So many amazing memories. I can't wait for the country to open back up so I can get there. Is Oprah on house arrest? I don't know. She might need to be. Some of the things I've heard. If he gets in, If King gets in and swims, I'm definitely posting. All right, so let me go. I don't know what's going on with D'Angelo, but you know what I say? I say y'all should start hitting up his fan pages and stuff like that and start asking for him. You know, sometimes artists, when they've been away for a while, they don't think y'all care anymore. They don't think you're interested anymore. You know, so, like, be proactive. Like, hit D up.